So, I don't know how the transition with this picture into a good opening, but I'm just gonna ask: who would win in a fight, Pikachu or Sonic?
Pikachu.
I feel like Sonic would win.
Pikachu beat Regice.
Right, but Sonic's like literally the speed of sound. Like I feel like Pikachu wouldn't even see.
He has beaten worse.
So it's Ash's Pikachu versus Sonic X Sonic without Supersonic form.
No, Sonic. I still feel like.
I think it is Sonic, but I don't want to give him a W. But yeah, Sonic. He would just punch Pikachu.
Ash's Pikachu with Volt Tackle, though, I think has a chance.
Yeah, but then he could just...
Yeah, exactly. But like Pikachu needs to like that running start, you know?
He says Pika really fast. It's
That's
a
true.
it's a telegraph.
He's telegraphing.
It's his calling card.
Big.
Anyways,
I would fucking full tackle for all.
I thought it was a good idea to do video games as movies or TV shows or anime or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So would anybody like to start?
No, I want to talk about a game that could get an anime, and then it can get a manga. Then it can get a game based off of that manga.
Okay.
I don't actually know yet.
That's true. Okay. So, I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
So go down the list of games that I know. I think.
Or you're asking me to remember what I've played?
Yeah, that's a tall order. I can't. I'm already at ideas.
What have I played?
My brain power when I was doing that list was only gone.
I think Mario would make a really good cartoon. Like, not like anime or live action, just...
You're in luck because we have historical proof to prove you right. Mario cartoon. Where all those shitty, like, YouTube edits come from. I see Luigi. When a paisano puts his spaghetti noodle in a Mamma Mia's ravioli, a little bambino covered in prosciutto comes out about 9 months later.
I was not thinking like that crappy, like CD
You watch your mouth.
thing. I was thinking more like,
Like Sonic.
kind of like, yeah, kind of like...
Well, because, like, the Sonic Boom show isn't bad. It's a perfectly serviceable cartoon.
It is.
Pretty good. I mean, some of the funny moments are like really.
They're pretty, like, boop! We
Yeah.
know what you like. They also reference memes a lot.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they'll take Gotta Go Fast as a medical condition.
They even like make fun of the fans. Like there's like the one episode where like
It's a fanfic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just think...
Doesn't he say he has, like, an OC? And they're like,
Yeah.
I think Mario would be a good, like, Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. Like something where like you don't have to have like Bowser in every episode, but like Mario's there and he doesn't have to stop like an evil bad guy like a lot. Just like there's like one of those like things that has like, you know, like the 2 like mini episodes of 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't done that yet. I mean,
Yeah,
Pokemon
right.
has an anime. Mario's bigger than Pokemon. It's kind of surprising.
That's not true. Pokemon is the best selling franchise ever.
I mean, that's true, but I mean, like just individual games. I'm pretty sure Mario games still better. Right?
I think Mario's better, yeah.
Yeah. I think they sell better. So. That's what I meant. Because that counts like the anime, the trading card game.
Yeah, that's media.
Alright, someone else go. I mentioned Mario. Alright, Jack.
I think Bioshock would make a good TV show. Just like a mini series. Like it's just a 10-episode fucky wucky mess with my head.
So would this be like IRL?
Yeah. Real people. Cannot imagine seeing this animated. It would be like
Probably.
you wouldn't take it as seriously if it was animated.
Yeah.
Like granted, I take stuff seriously that's like animated, but like seeing it, I feel like it would impact more if like this crazy nuts bullshit happens like in person. Like I think that's why WandaVision is like people are just like so like, what's the word, like dumbfounded by it, because it like you watch like an anime, and say they're trapped in a town that runs off sitcom logic, directed by Studio Wit, and you're like, okay, it's a crazy anime, I could get down with it. But when you hear that Marvel's doing it with their real life actors, you're like, how the fuck are they gonna do this? You're like, this is weird. Like, it's weird seeing real people do, like, not at all any normal scenario thing. So I feel like with Bioshock, since it's, like, so, like, symbolic and psychologically depraved, it would kind of work if it was live action. But I wouldn't want 3 seasons at 40 episodes total. I would want, like, 10 episodes, and that's it. Like, you know, I want it to end.
I just could not imagine a WandaVision season 2.
It better fucking not. Neil, you have any?
Bioshock would actually be pretty cool. Seeing it like that. I feel like it could have like a couple of seasons. If like you were gonna do one as Bioshock 1, one as Bioshock 2, and maybe one as Bioshock Infinite, but
Yeah, but like I wouldn't want like a man chooses, a slave obeys. Find out what happens next season to Jack. It's like, I played the game, I know what happens. He just goes beats the fuck up out of Atlas. Or it's like, Elizabeth got separated from Booker. What's gonna happen next year? Well, I can just go play the game 5 times in the next year and remind myself what happens.
I mean, to be fair, though, that's like, I mean, because like, books are added to like movie or something, like, and then the next movie you find out, you just go read the book.
That's
it's
true.
Not, you know.
I don't know, it's different with TV shows for me. Like, I feel like when I'm watching a TV show, I'm more like, I want, like, loose adaptation. Like, I want, like, inspired by this comic rather than, like, unless it's an anime. Anime kind of just it's just on a whole different rule set for me. I'm kind of more harsh towards live action stuff because I'm like, taking a lot out of me here, man, to watch real fucking people. Cartoons are great.
Yeah.
The most drama you'll have is changing a voice actor. If a real person decides to leave, the whole show has to now write 3 episodes around them leaving.
true.
Hot take, that's why I don't like watching live action TV anymore.
So what you got, Neil? What you got for us?
Well, I mean, let's see. Well, I think everyone saw this one coming, but Kiseki anime would be cool.
I was hoping you would wait to say, because I was going to steal it.
So we have. I think we would be the best writers for the Kiseki anime. Because we could write, like, the filler episodes where, like, nothing's going on, and then we could write, like, the actual canon episodes. I think it'd be great. I think that it would be really good. I mean, it worked in practice, didn't it? The OVA doesn't seem terrible.
I think we need a filler arc.
Except, didn't they show, like, Zin, like, once?
In the opening. He's not in the show.
And not even there.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. Because, like, they're trying to condense, like, half, not even all of it, just half of, just all of SC in, like, 3 episodes. That's like a 50-hour JRPG.
Condensed into 1 hour.
Yeah, we're at 50, those 50 hours, that's, like, all talking. That's just not happening. So, like, you know. But they did a decent job, but, like, yeah. So, like, as long as the studio is willing to, like, take their time and do it right.
Grind for
it. It could work out.
I think it could only benefit the video games, too.
Yep.
More exposure.
I mean, look at Steins Gate. The only reason it has so many different versions of its game is because people saw the
It has
anime.
a good anime. Because all the side ADV games have anime. None of them are good, though.
And none of them, thus, the only one that's big, Steins Gate.
Exactly. The only one that's decent is Robotics Note, but that game, you know, it wasn't like amazing. It was just okay.
It wasn't Steins Gate.
Exactly. So it's like
That's why no one knows it's the Science Adventure series. They just think, oh, it's Steins Gate.
Gate.
Oh, that one's connected?
Or it's like that's not even the first game in the timeline.
No, it's like you're at like part 3 or
Part 2.
Part 2, yeah. Because it's Chaos Head, right?
It's Head, then Steins Gate. Yeah, Gate, then Child. No, it's Robotics. No, then Child.
So I'm gonna mention my next one because we'll go around the room. So the reason I brought this up, the reason I thought about this topic, is I looked at the news for the month, and there is kind of like a little thing like, and maybe we'll go into like minor detail about like maybe this topic in the news, but we found out that there was a Star Fox show, I think a Star Fox cartoon that got canceled, and a Zelda live action that got canceled.
I'm kind of glad that one got canceled.
The live action Zelda.
Now, I do just want to say, for Zelda, because who cares about Star Fox? JK, LMAO. I'm glad if you do, but I really don't.
Nice one, Foxy.
Yeah.
Do you not remember that commercial?
I do, yeah. And, No, I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna save my opinion on a live-action Zelda for the news. I'm going to mention... I'm just gonna say... I would prefer an anime of Zelda. I think that it would work very well. Now, here's what you would do with it. First is... You don't have to make it canonical to a story, but you could do what Sonic X did, which I thought was really good. You loosely adapt it from some of the games. Like, it's the same Link, the same Zelda, always.
Mm-hmm.
And you loosely, like put it into this new Hyrule someone made. So, like, one is, like... You could do, like, Twilight Princess, right? And, like... Or, I guess maybe you would want to start with, like... No.
I think your best bet would be to start with Link to the Past.
That would work. Like, loosely... I feel like you could have something that's, like... more of Link's not, like, a knight yet, but, like, he proves himself as a knight.
Skyward Sword?
You could do something based loosely.
I feel like
Skyward Sword.
I feel like that would be a great show. Like, especially, like you said, like an animated show.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
I think so.
It's hard to think that, too, because you played the game and you're like, it's so bad. And it's like, but we're getting rid of that part.
Yeah, because that game actually has, like, characters and...
Like, you could... And, like, each season would be, like, loosely based off of a different game. I'm thinking... You could start with it, like, Zelda and Link as friends first, and... He then becomes a knight and proves himself, and then... That would be good. We do our own discussion based off of that. A Zelda anime. Try to adapt it based off of...
Yeah.
I think that'd be good, like, because my ideas are so jambled right now, you know? Like, I think it's a good idea. I'm gonna write it on my topics list. Where is... I'm just gonna click on... here.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go put this
Oh
one.
yeah, I do have asked them for any good topics. That's funny.
Oh. Feels so good.
Zelda anime speculation. I'll write down. I think it'd be good to like talk about it because I think it's a good topic. Because like you could really like come up with, okay, this is how maybe we would start it, and this is how maybe we would end it.
Right.
And I think it would be, you know how like Fairy Tail goes arc by arc until it becomes terrible. Just do that, and then just have it end with like, maybe like we found a way to officially finally defeat this evil,
The
like
One Piece.
this scourge, you know. Like not like a whole big deal about it, but you know. That's pretty much it. Just put them in great anime form. I mean, like I don't know like how you would like what style I would want it in, but.
I think we all want the style they used for the Palutena trailer.
Oh my god.
That'd be pretty good, yeah.
It's like just anime enough without it to be kawaii desu bokota.
Yeah, that's most like modern anime now.
We need a shoujo anime of Zelda.
Yes.
I need her to have
So
fucking huge
Or the
eyes.
2000 shoujo anime.
There
Yes.
is there
Or in high school host club.
there is a couple of things I would have to change. Like you would have to change from the names. Number one, Link has to speak.
I thought you were saying
Imagine-
change the names. I was like, what are we gonna change Link's name to, Kevin?
Yes, we're changing Link's name to Kevin.
Wait, Kyle, I have a question for you.
What up?
Alright, so let's say that show had a dub, right?
Yeah.
And in the dub, they changed Link's name to Kevin, right? And in the Japanese, though, it's still Link.
Yeah.
Which one would you watch?
I would watch the dub. I
Oh
think
my
that'd be
God.
so funny.
Kevin, the savior of Hyrule.
Savior
What
of
if they
Hyrule.
pronounced everything wrong? Like it was Hyrule. was
That's you.
Ganondorf.
That's you. Well, now what?
I think
The only thing
I
they pronounce
think,
right is Link and Zelda. It's
I think I would
Navai.
watch compilation fail clips
It,
of the dub,
it would
but
be,
I would watch the sub all of it.
It would be Navai,
Yeah,
Majora,
Majora.
what else?
Swe-
Kakarkrio. What else?
Okay.
Gerudo.
Okay, that's real. People
That's a yeah. They would just get that wrong.
People
So
legit do.
Zora.
no, but I would change. Like, first of all, Link would have to have a voice actor. I feel you can't go through the whole entire
He does have a
anime.
voice actor. He just
No,
does-
no, but he can't just be like,
Yeah.
"Huh."
Yo,
I think we can make it work.
I think we can make it work.
I bet you would.
I think we should have it that
Let
when
him-
he talks, he's like, ha ta ta, and when he does inner monologues, it's like the most bravado, like soothing man you've ever.
Wait, so
heard.
it's like featuring Ludacris and Big Mouth when he's just like,
yeah.
cool.
Like Link would be like, my princess, you are the embodiment of radiancy. Hyrule's light only shines as brightly because you are here. You are a star that surpasses the sun. Ta!
I'll just have him like talk with his eyes, so that when they just focus on his eyes, like, good idea, Link.
You know, what'd be cool is like every
Like,
time
I feel like as a viewer, just me, I don't think anybody else, I'd be so fucking annoyed at that.
Yeah.
Just be like, good idea, like what is wrong with you? Like, I guess it works in, like, a comedy aspect, but
Yes.
this would be a bit more serious.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if like he had like a fairy, like if it was Navi or everything, and like as Link is about to open his mouth, like they give their idea. Or they're like, I think I speak for Link when I say that. And he just kind of goes with it because he's too nice and doesn't want to interrupt.
By the season finale, you find out he can talk.
Speaking of which, I saw a really funny clip from the one YouTuber I was telling you guys about in the car, and she said when Chewbacca and Han Solo met, and he goes, by the way, what's your name? In plain English, she should have looked at Han and went, Chewbacca. And that was it.
That's funny. Yeah, but I think a Zelda anime would be so hype.
I would like to watch it.
So.
I'd be curious to see what game they decide to adapt.
Well, I think, I mentioned, like, it would be, like, really good to do what Sonic X did, which is, like, loosely start basing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, probably after Skyward Sword, like, probably not, like, the whole Sky stuff. Or, oh no, actually, you could have the Sky stuff, but, like, they end up going down to, like, the Earth, and that's when they start to, like,
Could do that.
build stuff, and then you could loosely base that part off of Breath of the Wild. The second season.
Sensei.
Yes, Jack. You raised your hand first.
I also think another really good game that if they were gonna do like a let's just adapt the story, Twilight Princess, because that is my favorite Zelda game. I'm pretty sure. I fucking love that game.
I thought it was. Well, when we did the top 10, it was Breath of the Wild.
I think it's changed because I played it again, and I don't
It's
care for Breath of the Wild's story. I
It's
care
not
for
there.
Twilight Princesses.
Yeah.
And their gameplay is like right together with me. I could take or leave either of them.
Ocarina of Time would be a good one.
That's a good. That's like a that right. You
I
can't go
think
wrong with that one.
Majora's Mask would be a good like later arc,
Yeah,
like when
that's
Link
like-
has
I feel
all
like
his
that's a-
skills.
I feel like that's a good. The show took a 3-year break and came back, and you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
You need to start out happy and like chill. Well, Ocarina of Time isn't that chill, but like that's true.
compared to Majora's Mask,
compared to Majora's
where
Mask.
someone cries in the corner because they don't want to die, I think sleeping for 7 years is pretty tame.
Like they take like a 3-year hiatus, and Link and Zelda, like at the end of one of the season, Link and Zelda are officially dating, and they're like in like instead of like they're at like you know how like Link is on like the back of what do you call it? Is on like Epona just riding it. You have them on Epona on a date, and then they see the Skull Kid.
Ooh, you know what I think?
Oh,
It would
it'd
be
be
a
so
good
dope.
movie. It would be a good epilogue movie. Like the
Ooh.
anime of Ocarina of Time, and then, because, like, think about it, Majora's Mask is, like, you know, a time loop, so you get, like, 2 movies out of it. Be, like, part 1 and part Majora's Mask part 1, Majora's Mask part 2, or just, like, a epilogue season.
But you also had your hand raised.
So I was thinking, like, what they could also do is that, like, have, like, basically just a bunch of mini series for each arc, so like, or like game. So like this.
Oh, that'd be cool.
These like
That's
these
good,
10 episodes will do Skyward Sword, and then these will do the next game. Or this
Right,
game,
yeah.
That'd be good.
That'd be
whatever.
cool.
So it doesn't have to be like a continuous.
And
thing.
plus, there probably wouldn't.
It's like
adapt
JoJo's.
Side Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not like because everyone knows Zelda, so it's not like you don't have to worry about like.
It's kind of shorthand for itself.
Yeah,
at
you
this
don't need to
point.
like introduce stuff to like you don't need to introduce Link that much.
The only thing
Because
you have to
everyone knows
introduce
Link
is where they are currently in the
basically,
story.
Yeah, so it's like it works.
Like, the only one that has to introduce, like, what the characters are about is the first one.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what the first game is about. It's kind of, it's literally
It's
just this is
creating
what you
Link.
need to know going
Yeah,
forward.
this is how Link became Link.
Your
Yeah.
hero's Link, the princess is Zelda, the bad guy's Ganondorf. They each have a piece called the Triforce. This is what it is.
Yeah.
It's in Hyrule. Go from there. Sometimes we don't have Zelda. Sometimes we don't have Ganon. Sometimes the Triforce isn't around. Sometimes we're not even fucking Hyrule.
Don't worry about
So
that.
what's the consistency? Link. And
So, yeah,
puzzles.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Now
I think-
I want the Zelda anime.
I think we came up with some pretty good ideas about the you could do mini-series. You could do a Sonic XS like thing where you just like loosely adapt it. I think they're both good. Jack?
I actually have a good one.
Alright.
I want a Super Smash Brothers manga,
Manga.
not anime. And there's a specific reason why I say manga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love to hear it.
An anime would be incomprehensible.
Yeah, that would be.
Because you have to spend way more money on, like, an anime compared to, like, manga. You need voice actors, you need to make the music, you have to fucking animate it. And there's a lot of fucking characters. So,
Yeah.
like, I feel like no matter what, it would just be like they picked some of them to be the big ones. And it just wouldn't work because everyone would get mad. They'd be like, I watched 20 episodes to see Incineroar show up 2 times. That's 3. 2 times. That's it. He roared once and got beat up by Lucario. Are you fucking kidding me?
True.
But like if it's a manga, you just pump that shit out weekly. And it's like, who gives a shit if it's been 30 chapters since you've seen Incineroar? They're all 20 pages each, you know? And it's basically just a fight club. Like, I've seen, like, do you know the longest running fan fiction is the Super
Yeah.
Smash Brothers fan fiction? So I'm like, you could try to, like, method out a plot. Like,
I mean,
pick,
sure, subspace exists, right?
Yeah,
Just
like-
something kind of like that.
just pick, like, 12 characters to be, like, your core cast, and then just have them run around and meet the others. Yes.
Oh, do you have anything else you wanted to add?
I was just going to say, in a manga, it's just infinitely easier, because you just have to draw it and edit it and then print it.
Okay. So I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, you know what you could do for Super Smash Brothers? Like, you could do anime or manga.
Yeah.
You know how Dragon Ball does the tournaments?
Do tournament arc.
Oh my god.
You
That'd
do
that-
they're all based around tournament arcs.
That would be the longest
Oh
arc
my God.
ever because
No,
no
no.
character would be one fight. If including the first few and final fights were one episode, you're already at like a 90 episode series.
Yo.
But no one's gonna be a 1 episode fight because
No.
you can't do that to
No,
anyone.
no,
So you're
no,
gonna
no.
have 3
Okay,
episode fights.
Okay. Hear me out. You don't have to have every single person in like the tournament each time.
Yeah.
You could do like an 8-man for the first season. It's just the original 8.
I don't know, but okay, here's the thing. What tournament arcs, like including Dragon Ball,
Or you do teams, like
No.
Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, but like.
But then it's even longer because now you have to come up with like a 5v5.
Like,
That's infinitely harder to write than a
like-
1v1.
okay, but a show that's just a tournament arc isn't a show. That's just a bunch of fights clipped
That's
together,
Death Battle.
right? Because like the whole exactly, it's like. The
But like
fights
they could
mean
have
something
like a
'cause it's
training
story
arc,
with
and then
it.
like
No.
Yeah, but you're already asking for like a
Yeah.
300 episode arc. You need content. You need more context to it. Like
I mean,
a
we have
training arc
Link.
for
Okay,
who? For who?
we
Who's
have
this
Link
training
go
arc?
after
All
the
of them?
fucking Dragon Balls. Okay.
So Link's our main character.
Yes.
Who's our main character?
It's
Mario.
just biased,
Link?
Yes.
Like so, I'm
Pac-Man.
thinking like we
No, no. Our
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
our main
Don't
character,
say us. Don't say Hand
Don't-
Coon.
Master Hand.
I hate to break it to you, there is a right answer to who the main character is.
Who?
Kirby. He's already a shonen
Wait
main
a minute.
character. He eats everything,
Facts.
never develops,
Oh my god.
ever,
Oh my
ever,
god.
and
oh
is
my god.
super busted.
And wait, hold on.
Goku,
hold on.
Luffy, Kirby.
Oh.
Hold on. Wait, and
I broke
and,
him. I
and,
broke him.
Wait, also, Subspace, one of the first
Fucking
people you
j-
fight
oh my
with,
God.
Kirby.
Kirby.
Second,
Bro,
hold
who
on.
survives Galeem? Kirby.
Forget, get this man a fucking award, bro.
Sakurai,
It's over.
when?
It's over. What?
We could
Alright, I'm
follow
gonna-
Kirby.
I'm going to out myself here. I wrote a Smash Bros. fanfiction once,
Really?
and it was just I didn't write. I basically wrote the context of what everyone does. I made a whole world, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I could have wrote World of Light, and it would have been nominated. I don't know for what. Yes.
I don't know.
I also wrote a.
Hell yeah.
But it wasn't just Smash Bros stuff. It was like a
Damn.
bunch of video
Why
games
am I
I was
the
trying
only
to
one?
incorporate.
Now I'm the only one who hasn't written a fan fiction.
Kind of sounds like you're not a real Nintendo fan, Neil.
I guess
Do
you're
you
right.
have
You're right.
an 80-page theological essay on what Samus does in your made-up world? I did. She's a bounty hunter, but she drives around Pikachu and Pichu.
Ooh,
And
that's hot.
there was a
Lucky.
Pokemon
She's
forest,
lucky.
and the Pokemon and
That's so
Pikmin
cute.
lived together because it was a
Oh.
spiritual forest. And there was a council, and it was all the royal main characters, and Marth was there, and they all had apprentices. So Peaches was Mario and Luigi. Well, Peach and Daisy, they had Mario
I was
and
gonna say,
Luigi.
it's just Star Wars.
Well, no, like not like homies, like they're guards. They're like, oh, this is my like right hand man. Like Marth had Roy,
Mario, go dispose of your brother Luigi right now.
and Rosalina was in the Cosmic Observatory, and she watched out for any like galactic threats. And then I had all the villains team up and just kind of like invade all.
That's cool.
Again,
So-
would have been nominated,
Would-
but we decided to have like the god tier opening to World of Light, and then we just, as the cool kids say, dropped the ball.
So, would you like to know what mine was about?
yes.
Okay, so
Did you have a sex scene in yours?
kind of.
Mine didn't.
So,
Mine was pretty PG.
so my story I came up with. So my original basis of the story was the idea that Mario was sick of Peach and Bowser cucking him. So that was the start.
I'm invested, but I need to get this answered. What do you mean, kind of? And with who? With who? With
Each
who?
other. Because like Peach and Bowser were cooking
Yeah, but
Mario.
like, but you
With
said
each
this
other.
is like a Smash Bros. Like.
No, it is.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
who's
who's
how
it-
it begins.
So the sex scene is Bowser and Peach.
Yes.
Damn, what a start!
What a
You better
start.
carry this energy.
Hold on,
If I
hold
don't
on.
get another sex scene,
Hold on.
I'm gonna be pretty mad.
Hold on. So
Have
so
you considered what message that sends to your audience just to get fucking?
Yeah!
That time I got reincarnated
I'm a
as a slime
hold
lady.
on. Yeah, I'm a fucked up, messed up person, and I'm gonna write whatever I want.
Yes, and I want you to write more.
Okay, so let me just explain.
Okay.
Okay,
Mario gets cucked.
Mario's getting like so he's sick of it, right?
Yes, he's had
So
enough.
he is now gonna be the bad guy, and Peach is just like Peach doesn't know anything, but she's kind of also getting sick of Mario's shit.
Mhm.
So Kirby, DDD, and Meta Knight are like bounty hunters basically, and they see like and they're like, you know, like galactic and whatnot. And so, like, they get, like, a message, or they see it, and they're just like, huh, I guess we should go deal with this. Or, well, that was, like, the context that I just remember. And, like, maybe we should go there. And basically, like, they're gonna have to, like, deal with it. And Mario recruits Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. And everybody would expect, oh, yeah, like, Mario is gonna be this big, bad person. Waluigi is gonna have the most fucked up, weird, fucking shit that he could use at his disposal, because he's a meme character.
It's a meme lord.
Right? I think he'd fight Meta Knight, because I think that's just funny.
That with Waluigi.
No, okay, it's not Luigi. It's just Wario, Waluigi, and Mario.
No, I said Waluigi, yeah.
No, but I thought, I originally thought Luigi was a part of it. He's not. I think he's like a mid-tier, like he's dealt with, like, earlier.
He's a freak of the week villain.
And then, like, Wario obviously fights Dedede.
Yeah, obviously.
And Kirby fights Mario, and then, like, Mario gains this, like, weird power where he becomes big, and then Kirby basically, like, it's based off of the death. Do you remember the death battle where Kirby fought Boo?
No.
Okay, there was a death battle where Kirby fought Boo and he sucked him in.
Mm-hmm.
So he also has the power of Boo. So it's gigantic monster ass, like, Demon Mario versus Majin Buu Kirby at some point.
Turned into a kaiju fight.
I know.
This is Dragon Ball Z kaijus.
And then basically he loses. So then Bowser has to come in and try to stop him. He almost dies.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mario's just like, I'm sick of you, Bowser, and then he's like about to punch him, and then Geno kills him. He's just like Geno is supposed to be like their master back in like the Super Mario RPG days. And then it's supposed to be him versus Skull Kid in the next season, yes, Jack.
Okay. So I had an idea.
Yes.
Remember how I said, like, I want you to carry the Mario sick of being cucked energy through the series? Now, this doesn't have as strong as a narrative as that. I think that's a pretty good, like, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. This is sort of like this is a show that would go on for 23
let's see if
episodes
I can find my
and then
notes
just
for
stop
it.
because it clearly has no end.
Yeah, obviously.
So, in the context of just Smash characters, Mario gets sick of being cucked and goes across dimensions and cucks the other characters, and that's how they get incorporated. Like, Shulk, sorry, Fiora's on Mario Stick now. Next episode, Tifa, well, sorry Cloud, Mario got that.
It definitely does carry the energy. It does. That's
the only problem is, like I said, like a 23 episode shit tier ecchi show that is never going to end.
So that's just straight up hentai.
Hold on, let me.
Hey! If we don't need to put black barcoons in, it's not hentai.
It's still hentai.
Redo of a healer's out.
That's hentai.
It's just.
That's just hentai.
It's almost just hentai.
It's literally, dude. That's like
it is hentai.
If someone told you what that show was about without telling you what the anime, you're like, oh, well, that's a new hentai. I've never heard of that. What is that called? Like,
it's a seasonal anime.
It's so funny, dude.
It airs on the Tokyo Broadcasting Station. What? Did they get, like, hacked? You think.
Seriously, how did they let this? I don't understand.
Someone watched it and said, I'll air it.
Yeah, right? Like, someone said, this is a good idea.
I'll allow it.
Okay. I wanted to also
He's finding the manuscript.
Yeah. Okay, so I thought, so I'm kind of, like, trying to remember this stuff. So I wanted Zelda, and, like, they're in, like, another part of, like, the world or universe or whatever. Zelda and Link are, like, it's, like, after Breath of the Wild, and, like, Ganondorf is, like, you know how, Ganondorf is, like, a good guy now. Like, he comes back as a good guy. Yeah. And, like, but they're not convinced, but he's gonna still travel with them.
That time I got reincarnated as a decent human being.
That's basically it. And then...
That's like half...
Oh, shit! Oh, this is what I wrote. Actually. This is what I wrote. So he's getting sick of it. Like the cucking stuff. So he just decides, I'm just gonna, do something with Peach.
Mario.
And also Toadstool, what's his name? Toadsworth. He basically is like racist against Bowser's people.
Bowser.
I totally forgot about that.
The Koopas.
Yeah, right here. Toadsworth is racist.
Can you imagine in a series clip notes? Mario gets cucked. Ganon's good. Toadsworth is racist.
How did this happen?
I would love to be the poor soul at Bones that gets that,
Oh my God.
that note from the author. Okay, someone's got to figure out how to come up with slurs for Koopas without it being too close to real life. Because we are treading dangerous water. Do you guys have any other ideas?
Hold on, I'm trying to...
Oh, are we sorry?
I'm kind of still on this. Okay, yeah, there's that. Oh, yeah, Mario's first conquest is Yoshi's Island. So imagine the Yoshi's just, like, fucking, like being all cute and shit for, like, 10 minutes, and then Mario just comes out of nowhere with Wario and Waluigi and just fucking destroys
you meant, like,
them.
battling. I thought you meant sexually.
No.
I was like, okay, who's he conquering?
Honestly,
Yoshi's Island!
It would have been totally accurate. It would have made sense.
Even in my version, I wouldn't make him fuck Yoshi. Do you think when the Yoshis do it, you hear...
Oh,
Yes.
okay, and then I
You
did
just
forget,
hear
it
it in
is,
the night.
Luigi is there, but he's against Waddle Dee, and Waddle Dee is gonna destroy his ass.
Does he stab him with the spear?
Yes.
Well, you know, do mental fanfics count? I've never written anything down.
Mental fanfics
I'm lazy.
count, yeah.
I used to like come up with stuff when it comes to video games. Like, I don't know. I remember doing it for Star Force, like after like stuff that happened after Star Force 3, because that game, the 4 got canceled, and then it was just like, well, we found that out now.
Star Force?
Yeah, Mega Man Star Force.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to do that, cause yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. I can't. Nothing on this level. Nothing on this level.
Oh yeah, and
Use
then...
basic shit like, well, that'd be a cool fight. That's it.
I'm really
You know?
sticking my neck out here, so I trust you guys and the viewers
And
with
the
this
viewers.
information.
Alright.
Like, credibility is on the fucking line here.
Okay.
My FICO score will go down
My
with this
FICO
not
score.
being well. I didn't write it, it was a mental fanfiction. After I finished Sonic Adventure 2, I came up with a better Sonic story.
That's good. Yeah.
now
that
you
is
hear
fine.
Sonic fanfiction
Yeah.
and you immediately think you have to go far away. It was literally just hunting for Chaos Emeralds. I'm like, again, Sega, right here. Guys, you've been batting 1,000 for like 10 years now. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
It's true.
Hire
It's true.
me.
Like,
They literally hired a fan game and they made a new good Sonic game.
No, honestly, when Sega makes Sonic games now, they really act like as if they have nothing to
To
lose.
lose.
Like fucking OCs, fuck it, throw that shit in there. But, like,
Nothing to lose, everything to
yeah,
gain.
yeah.
If it works, it works.
Sonic TV show, fuck it, sure. Another Sonic TV show, why
Why
not?
not? Yes.
I think that they should hire Little Sonic, the guy who wrote all of the fan fictions of Sonic X
I
whoever.
thought it was,
on
I
the
thought it
Game
was Little
Grumps.
Knuckles.
No, Little Well, it's both. Well, he's
yeah, he
both.
changed it.
He changes it
his
from
pseudonym.
Little Sonic to Little Knuckles
Cool.
back to Little Sonic.
I think he should. I think he.
I
Can
think
write,
he should write his.
Have you seen Little Sonic / Little Knuckles Sonic fan fictions?
They're god.
They're just Sonic fucking different Nintendo characters.
Okay, then no.
There was one where he fucked Rosalina and Peach.
Why?
Like not at the same time.
And
back to
Mario
back.
is like a super cuck. Like Sonic like literally just tells him, "Oh yeah, you'll never guess what I
Burn
fucked
it.
Peach."
Burn
And it's
it
like
all down.
what?
It's also been like 4 years since we've heard from him, so I think he's definitely.
Well, he's
nailed
moved
it.
on.
Yeah, I think he's nailed emotional tension, so I think we should bring him back into writing what he knows, like his stomping grounds.
Like, I
Like,
know, like,
he's-
we'll ease into the sex scenes.
But he wrote like chapter 360 and that was it, and he's just like, I'm gonna end up fucking Samus for the rest of my life, and then that was the end.
What a great ending.
Yeah.
300
Wait,
chapters deep.
360.
Have you guys ever heard of a YouTuber named Super iPad Tool?
Yes.
I have heard of him.
Yeah, he does a lot of he did a video once on the Sonic fandom, and, like trying to explain like why it's so fucked up. It was a good time. It's a good video.
I watched that one too when I go home.
Recommend it. Also other stuff. He does other, he's done wrestling. He does mostly anime manga.
I know he's an
Other stuff.
Attack on Titan.
I think he did a One Piece
I think
video.
so. He's done a One Piece video.
Oh.
So
This is also real quick, slightly off topic. I've been really addicted to the Your Lie in April opening, and I'm like, nope, I'm
It's
not
so
watching
good.
the show. I'm not crying.
Watch the show.
I'm not,
Watch it. It's a
I'm
good
not
show.
crying.
Yes, you are.
No,
Yes,
I'm
you
not.
are.
I'm
You're
not
gonna- you're
fucking
gonna
crying.
cry
I know
like
what
a bitch.
happens.
You're gonna
I
cry
know
like a
what
bitch
happens.
anyway.
I'm not doing
Fuck
it.
you.
Fuck
You're
you.
gonna-
Fuck you and his piano.
Damn. Fuck
That
you
got
and
heated.
Okay.
That was awesome.
0 to 100.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the author ever thought that would happen.
Okay. Let's get back to the video's topic instead of talking about our Smash fanfics.
I have to stop.
Which once I have a finalized... Okay, once I have a finalized...
Come on!
Okay, once I have a finalized piece of it, maybe I'll write it for you, and then I'll send it to you. And we'll trade fanfics.
I'm not kidding. When Kyle, I will give you $100 the minute you bring me a Super Smash Bros. Fanfiction, and in the corner I see Penguin Publishing approved.
Penguin Publishing?
Yeah, they're like they're like the people who make like fucking shit. If you get a fanfiction published,
Oh my
great.
god, please. Please.
if
hope
I
so.
go to Barnes and Noble and I see the Gamearena original content, Smash Bros. The Real World of Light, I will shit my pants. I'll buy every book they have in stock. I will drop everything, and I will pay you $100. I'll do whatever you want, anything. My respect for you will truly know no bounds. I'll buy you the KFC console.
Ooh.
Twice.
Now he's gonna write it.
Ooh, well, I guess I'm writing it. Alright. Neil, what you got?
Oh yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, anything
Not a
else?
Smash Bros. Fanfiction. Thought
I
we had something in common.
A Metroid anime. It has a manga, so why not
Anime.
anime?
Because I feel like that'd be good. Because I'm way more willing to suspend the belief of Samus talking than Link. Like I feel like we just never hear her talk because it's like,
Yeah.
who's she gonna talk to?
And like in Fusion, she actually does speak to like the AI.
Yeah, to
Adam.
Yeah, Adam. So it's like, I see her talking. That'd be like Mandalorian. It's like a really cool like
Yeah,
solo bounty hunter show.
Dude, Samus would be so cool.
And I think and it's a show where you could do in like arcs and stuff, like how Mando had like the child arc for the last 2 seasons.
Can have like the mother brain arc, the baby Metroid arc.
Even though we'll never get
Baby
the
Yoda, baby Metroid.
even though we'll never get the Cara
Right,
Dune
so-
season.
Yeah, right. You're literally like, dude, you fucking broke. It's Nintendo Mandalorian.
Nintendo Mandalorian.
Damn you. Now I need it.
Yes, I would love it.
That'd be so cool.
Oh, you can get some fan service every now and then, you know?
Oh, when she's in the ship,
Think about it.
she can like walk around and like walk up to the control panel and be like, remember that outfit from the end of Metroid Zero mission?
Exactly.
We could do Metroid Zero mission. Oh, how great would it be if like Ridley dies in episode 1 and then episode 58 Meta Ridley shows up and you're like, he would get like some insane metal guitar riff.
So
And that
cool,
they would do some
dude.
Demon Slayer episode 19 levels of
Episode
animation.
19, bro.
Like,
Did you guys see
so-
episode 19? Like, bro, episode 19.
That's the energy he wants that to carry.
Episode
I was like, because like Samus has been through some shit. Like in Fusion, she gets like infected by parasites and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
You
have
could
this
show her
suspense and shit.
backstory of her family dying to
That's true.
Ridley.
That's true. It's in the
Yeah.
manga. They don't have to even come up with it.
You can like flashback to like the Chozo's training her or something.
Yeah.
And, like show why she's such a cold, you know, like I'm gonna go get my bounty. And like you can have her like you can have her run into other bounty hunters or the Federation.
Yeah.
You can have her run into her and she can have like a reputation with some of them. Be like, oh, hello, and she can be like, what? You mad that I do everything for you? And it's like, ooh, the balls on her. If you really wanted, you can use that line.
Could do it.
You'd be like, she'd be like, you know, Commander, for a man, I have bigger balls than you. Be like- and the best part, they could be like, we don't know how to handle these Metroids. It's impossible. And she walks onto the ship, and the baby Metroid just kind of hovers behind her.
So,
yeah, what of it? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. best is just when she takes her helmet off, she just has to clank her gun to it.
That's true.
Okay.
The baby match, she's like, don't help me.
Well, although I think it actually just like kind of disintegrates.
It
all.
does, yeah. It's just.
That's
Doesn't
why-
her gun change into a hand sometimes or no?
I think it can.
In some of them it can.
Yeah. No, it does. Cause yeah.
I think in Smash Bros. It's the only time it's always a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, and Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Alright. Yes.
that's another game I want to play.
Prime.
Yeah, I want to
that's
play
so
Prime
cool.
2. Hold on, let me just...
The original
pull up
Metroid
a
creator hates Prime.
note
Yeah.
here.
This is
This
not
is,
Home Metroid Studios.
Yeah, and it's actually good. And unlike they can make.
And then he
good
made a
Metroid
3D
game.
Metroid Prime, a Metroid game, and it sucked.
Yeah, one of the worst games of all
Mom.
time.
Do you know that's the acronym for that game?
What?
Metroid other M.
Mom. Yeah.
Mom! Mom! Get the camera!
It's sad. Like, unlike, I mean, like, that game, like, Metroid was never, like, a super big hit, but after Other M, it was
You know what sucks too is like it had
Until
such
Metroid
GBA
Prime 4.
potential. Like the GBA was like the perfect thing for that series. Like Fusion and Zero
Yeah.
Mission are fucking godlike, and they're literally just improvements on Super Metroid. So it's like that is your formula, and then it's like, and then Prime drops and it's like, oh, you think 2D's good? Bam, 3D first person shooter. What now? And now we wait 8 fucking years.
So...
Like Metroid literally said, we are on the top of the world, and in 2011 we are going to sink.
So, like, not only that, but, like, well, they're kind of coming back with, like, they came back with Samus Returns, and if we ever get Metroid Prime 4 in 20 years.
happens.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, Nintendo's weird. Like, you would think that they'd be good at, like, making games for their own fucking properties. It's like, how?
And yet here, Metroid over here.
Seriously.
Here
Like
we
one
are.
of the cool, like it's their only sci-fi thing.
Yeah, and it's fucking
So-
awesome. It invented a genre, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
Metroidvania. It's in the name.
So I have, like, one thing to add on it. You could also do it like Mandalorian, not as an anime, and you could do it as, like, a IRL.
I know, I just said anime because I like it.
But I think an anime would work.
I think
A
it can
lot,
work
a
either
bit,
way.
a bit better because, like, Ridley and shit, instead of, like, CGIing him.
Yeah, that's true.
Because usually you do
Big
animation,
purple
it's like
monster.
crazy shit that it's like that's a lot of money to do in real life.
Yeah, pretty much.
But then again, Star Wars is backed by Disney, so they can literally do whatever they want.
It's also
They can
true.
say they want the Mandalorian to turn into Optimus fucking Prime, and Disney will go, okay, well here's 5.
But Nintendo is just Japanese Disney.
I mean,
Without
yeah,
just buying every property.
remember they could have had like major losses every year, and they wouldn't go bankrupt until like 2050.
Yeah.
And it's like
Like, they have money.
they have a lot of money. Microsoft tried to buy them, and they laughed them out
Yeah.
of the meeting.
So, yeah. Are we good on the Metroid? Do we have anything else to say? Okay. I
Make
have
more
two-
Metroid games.
So I have 2 ideas.
Okay.
Or well, I have 2 things because they're both basically just either continue or just make this into an anime. Kirby Right Back at Ya, perfect series. Just continue it. That's all. That's all I got.
Should see another season.
Just continue it. That's all.
Speaking of which, another reason why Kirby is the main character of any Smash Bros. Fan fiction, that World of Light's kanji says Kirby Right Back at Ya. Isn't that a
Wait,
thing?
what?
Doesn't like the kanji for Smash Bros. World of Light, can it be translated as like Kirby Right Back at You? I thought that was a thing. That, like you could do something with the kanji. That
I think that was just like a bit of a stretch. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Still, Kirby.
Also, well, there's 2 things I could say for this one. Number 1, just do the Pokemon Adventures manga into an anime.
That'd be so cool.
Right? Oh my.
I would watch that every
Like
day.
no joke,
That'd be so
the
cool.
Pokemon Adventures manga is fucking tight.
It is.
It's
dude.
so good. They have arcs. Red has a character arc.
Like,
I'm
But
looking
instead,
through
we
it.
get fucking Satoshi, fucking Ash.
Hey, you watch yourself, okay? You watch what you say. Ash is awesome.
Post Gen 4 Ash. You do not disrespect Gen 4 and before. Afterwards, fair game.
Fine. This Ash that we have now should not
No,
exist.
Ash is awesome all the time. Fuck you.
Shut the fuck
No.
up.
I will not. I
You
will not.
shut the
Neil,
fuck up.
Neil,
Slander.
You can't watch Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and Gen 4 and say this Ash carries the spirit of this character. He used to get rid of
Fine.
It's
Okay,
like
he's
10-year-old
Ash
He's
Ketchum.
still cool.
When the,
Really?
Yeah.
He's still cool?
Yeah.
What does he do?
Stop. I don't
Name
know.
something he's done.
He jumped
It-
off a building to save Pikachu.
Hold
Fuck
on,
you,
Action
fuck
save.
you,
on.
fuck
That's
you. That
so
does
on.
not count.
That's
That's a good one. No, because everyone loves that scene. Everyone loves that scene.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
like
you.
saying
That's
the
why it's
saddest
good.
scene in the world is Pikachu crying over Ash. We know. Pick something different.
and
All right, fine. Two scenes.
I will give
Have
it.
you seen the Pokemon movie, Power of Us?
Perhaps.
That movie is so good.
I actually
Ash
haven't.
godlike in there. He's so good.
Yeah. Correction. Isn't that the Gen 1?
No.
Reta-
No.
That's the one with all the random
No,
trainers, right?
that's the movie reboot.
Yeah, the one he's talking about.
I thought you were talking about that one because I was going to be like,
No.
see, Gen 1.
Talking about something different.
Okay,
3. Name 3 things.
okay.
I listen.
I will
Ash
give
won.
him.
He won a thing.
I will give him Gen 6
Oh,
Ash.
He has a
Oh,
Gengar.
whoa.
He has a Gengar.
Dude, don't you dare bring
He has
up
a
Gengar. He had a haunter. He had a haunter.
What do you have to say against Gengar? Right
Nothing's
now?
wrong.
Tell me
Nothing's
a
wrong.
shit.
Doesn't he have
Exactly.
a Dragonite too?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's right. 2 of your favorite Pokemon. 2.
And he has a.
I'm gonna change.
Fuck.
I'd like to amend my list.
But the problem with that whole series is we have Ash and then we have Ash 2.
So we had to have a Goodra in fucking X and Y, but
Okay,
here he's just
so?
fucking pop. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
because
Now he
Ash has
pops.
always
no,
had perfect Pokemon.
now he pops.
What
No,
are you talking
never,
about? Even
never.
in Gen 1, his whole team wasn't awesome. Some of them were lame as shit.
He had
What
a
the fuck is
Butterfree.
shit about?
He had a
Exactly.
Butterfree.
Yeah, exactly. Who gives a shit about Butterfree? All right.
I do! Fuck you. Anyways, I will give you Gen 6 Ash, but Gen 5 Ash, Gen 7 Ash, I don't even want to talk about.
Then again, Gen 5 Ash, he did nearly curb stomp Iris in the Charizard v Dragonite fight.
True.
So you know what? I will. You know what? Ash is cool. However, I do think Red is cooler.
That's we're not arguing that. That's true.
That's true.
just
Yeah.
100% true.
You know you know what it is? Ash is not a bad character. The writers are bad writers, and they will
Sure.
write Ash horribly, which
Exactly.
is abhorrent because Ash is fucking cool.
Yeah,
Remember he
he's
beat
awesome.
Whitney?
I love him. Yeah, I know. Ash is awesome.
I also feel like it's like a symptom of like he's been doing it too long. So you're like, he sucks, doesn't he? Like he's never won. It's like,
It's like
no, he's got 1,000 episodes under his belt, so it makes you think he sucks. But like each season alone would have been like, Ash is the best trainer
yeah,
ever.
he has more wins than losses.
I feel
for
like if
sure.
each season, every few seasons was a different trainer, it'd be like, yeah, this guy's cool, but is he Ash fucking Ketchum?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Did he have a Charizard beat Blastoise?
Did he win
he?
the first Alola League?
I don't think so.
Anyways, my other idea that I had for Pokemon was if you wanted to continue the Detective Pikachu IRL stuff, if that's really what they want to do, you could not Ash. Fuck Ash. For this.
Serena wants to.
Hey.
True.
That's your
True.
ship. I'm
Hey.
agreeing with you. It's wrong, but I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah,
It's dawn or nothing.
exactly. It's dawn or nothing. Like
Thank you.
Serena's second best. She's good. I like her.
You're
No,
really
no,
gonna
no,
display
no,
it
no,
like
it's
that?
definitely-
You're really gonna put May on.
Are you really gonna
Where's
tell
May?
me
Where's May?
Serena
Where's May?
right below that?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? 3? You're gonna
Yes.
put May at number
3.
3?
Gen
Where's
3.
Misty? Where's
3.
Misty? I bet under Iris
Can
with
I-
this dog.
I have a
she's
hot
never-
take.
Misty and then Iris.
I have a hot
Iris isn't
take.
Good. What?
Misty is basically Iris, but everybody just thinks of her better because nostalgia.
I will get to you. So you're really gonna put Lily under Iris?
Lily, what the fuck? Okay, I didn't even think about Lily to be honest.
Yeah,
I haven't
Lily's
seen
over-
Gen
Oh,
7
but
yet.
Ash is cool.
He-
She's one of his homies
I
now.
don't even- That's nothing to do with. I don't care.
Anyway, just joking with you. What?
What?
Okay.
How-
You're not allowed to say it. We all know it. You're just not allowed to say it.
Hold on. She has the same she is on the same
Tightrope.
menstrual rate as Iris, but she's more calmer. And that's
So
it.
then,
Ash broke her bike.
yeah.
She should. Misty
That's
is
her
the
property.
definition of never giving up.
Yeah.
She is holding on to that grudge.
I refuse
Remember?
to
When does
accept
she
this.
drop it? When does Misty drop her grudge? Yeah, when she gets a fucking bike.
She never got another bite.
Yes, she did. Ash bought her one.
When?
Did you? When they leave Johto, when he
Wait,
kicks
really?
her out of the yes.
Yes.
Well, actually, he didn't kick her out. She.
But whatever.
He did. If him and Brock were in the next season, he kicked her out.
He was like, listen, we need
He said
to
you
go,
are not
can't
coming
come."
back.
No, well, she
And he
said.
did, bitches.
Well, no, it was the gym leader stuff.
Fuck them.
Because they
Ash
wanted
could've
to go be world travelers or whatever.
Ash could have whipped out his cock right then when he brought the bike, and Misty would have stayed forever. But you know what? Ash ain't got time for pussy.
No.
It's Pokemon.
But he wants new pussy. He's had enough of this one.
New adventures on the horizon.
So I have a new
He
question.
never brings Brock with him. Even in Gen 4, he had to run into him on the road. Ash
That's
teaches
true.
everyone but his fucking Pikachu.
Hold on, I do have a question.
Ash is the epitome of
Is-
New Year, New Me.
Hold on, if Ash is so-called getting this pussy,
No, he's not. He doesn't
No.
have time for it.
no, hold on. Does that make Brock generations 1 through 4 a cuck?
Yes. Ash
What?
feels bad. That's why. It's another reason why he doesn't try. He would have every Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy's phone number. He don't even need to know which one is which. He could say thanks for million Jenny, and she'd be like, I'm Pewter, and he'd be like, whatever, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Tell Joy to come in on your way out. And they would say thank you, Satoshi. They would.
I can't.
But you know what? He cares.
I can't.
Because he knows that these people, these are just afterthoughts. And they know that they are. It's his Pokemon that matters, so he gives them some kind of comfort. That's why he gives Misty the bike. He felt like he had enough money. He had more than enough money. He's been on national television. He saved the fucking world. Someone paid him.
Someone.
He could have bought her the fucking DXR racer of bikes, but he waited. He waited until he knew he could just hook her forever. And then when she was about to leave, she's like, oh, do you want me to stay? He's like, no. As a matter of fact, no.
He can fucking bite.
You, Brock, Bayleaf, Totodile, Cyndaquil, Noctowl, every fucking one but Pikachu can go fuck off, and then Brock just happens to show up, and Ash feels kind of sad for Brock. You know why? Because Brock's family's weird.
I can't do this anymore.
No,
I can't
no,
have this
you can't
conversation.
deny.
Listen.
I can't
And
have
first of
this
all-
conversation
first of all,
anymore.
You're the one who started with the Ashlander, and then had this shit complete
Also, you
shit
were
take.
shitting on Ash too.
I amended my ways.
Exactly.
I went
He
through a
learned.
character arc.
Yeah. You were exactly.
I still think Generation 5...
I am Vegeta in this dynamic.
And you had the audacity to that Misty's worse or just as bad as an
You
Iris.
compared her to Iris.
Seriously.
She's almost as bad, yeah.
Are we going to start comparing what fucking lettuce to Brock? Fucking green hair?
insulting. is
Why
what
would
this
you
is.
compare him to
Why would you
Brock?
compare Misty to Iris?
They tried to recreate the two characters, and just
Iris
did
is on a
terrible,
period,
like,
Misty's on a mission.
That's right. Exactly.
Now you think hard and long about that.
Yeah.
They
Before
are
you ever did.
Iris
before you
and
ever
Silent.
disrespect Misty.
Iris and Silent are worse Brock and Misty. It is what they do in Kingdom Hearts. And tell me if I'm wrong.
No.
They take
No.
shush. They take what's the worst thing about a character.
Yeah,
Or they take the
right.
best thing about a character and
Yes.
just spam it completely, or
I
their most
agree.
biggest trait.
I agree.
That is what they did with Iris and Silent.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what we
100%.
were saying, but you were like, no, Misty's on the same level, which that is just
You
not
would-
true.
Misty
What?
is a step
She's
above
worse.
her.
She's like
You
3
inferred
steps.
that the difference between them was that Iris was perioding harder.
She is.
We all know that. Misty's not on her period. She's on a mission.
A mission.
She will not let this kid go. And also, honestly, can you really blame her when Ash is fucking roasting her at every turn? Bugs are one of the 3 scariest things in the world. Aside from you, what are the other the other 2? What the fuck, Ash? You didn't need to kill her like this. You stole and then burnt her bike. Constantly berate her about it.
Oh my God.
Basically saying, lol, get over it. And then calling her ugly and scary while she's having a panic attack in the middle of a fucking forest.
How are you gonna tell me that character that he just described isn't amazing? That right there is an amazing character. That is by definition.
Also, let's not forget Misty carried around an exercising cross when she went to fucking Lavender Tower and just whipped one out. Like, she's
Okay.
ready. She's ready for anything. She probably has a gun.
But she's not as good as May, not as good as Dawn, not as good as Serena.
I agree. I agree. With
Yeah, I
those
agree
things.
too. I agree they're all better.
Maybe not as good as Lily.
Maybe. I kind of like this character trope that every female in Pokemon gets fucking annihilated once because do you remember? Oh look, Ivysaur. Look at that Bulbasaur. That Bulbasaur's really weird. That would be because it's an Ivysaur, May. That's why.
That's
like,
why.
Jesus Christ, she's your older sister. You can pull her to the side and go, that's Ivysaur. But instead, right in the middle of town, had to be like, that's because it's an Ivysaur, you dumbass.
Oh my god. Anyways, the other idea that I had was if you wanted to continue the Detective Pikachu IRL shit, you could literally just have someone in like an IRL like region of whatever. That's all I got. Does anybody else have any other suggestions about stuff?
If live action Detective Pikachu 2 happens, I want Robert De Niro to voice a male Gardevoir
Oh my god.
and be like, are you here to talk to me? And my fucking domicile and just kill someone. And they're like, Madam Gardevoir. And he's like, I'm fucking Mr. Gardevoir, thank you.
Oh
God.
my god.
Oh my god,
okay.
please.
Nintendo when?
Nintendo
When?
win.
Again, right here, not
Alright.
doing anything right now.
Alright, Jack, what you got for us?
I feel like I've got like a safe answer for me.
Okay.
Like a Xenoblade anime.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Would you just follow the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just mostly because like
Would you do a season 2 just continuing it?
my thing is I would probably just do one really long like Full Metal Alchemist doesn't like have seasons. It's just like it's one big thing. Like it just goes till it ends.
You know, like seasons don't necessarily. It could just be the continuation from picking it right from like the last episode.
Yeah,
It doesn't
like
have to be, like, a new thing.
but I don't know like where it'd be a good point to be like here's where we're gonna take a break for a few months.
True.
Like I guess like maybe spoilers, Fiora coming back, but like just because also the writers specifically said when they were writing it, they wrote it with the idea of like basing it off of shonen like story
Right.
beats, and like when you even go through the art book, it like actually breaks it up in chapters, and you're like this is basically beat for beat a shonen manga. Like it's set up the world, a big fight that shakes it up, they go off on a mission.
Pretty much.
And it's really cool too in Definitive Edition when it saves it actually says like chapter this, which it doesn't do in the original game. So it,
Oh really? That's
like when you finish like the Napa, like when you finish the opening of the game, it says like you'll save, and it won't be like chapter 1 and it'll be like saved this many playtime, this many hours last time you played chapter 7, and you're like, huh.
pretty cool.
So it's like it's very it's basically based on a
Yeah.
the
if you-
archetype of a shonen manga.
Definitely. If you consume enough shonen manga and then you play that, you're like, ah, I see.
And you're like, I can totally pick up on it. And it's like, the gameplay isn't too integral. The most you're doing in gameplay is moving from point A to point B. And that's easily shorthand in
Yeah,
anime.
plus, and that's where you do your heart-to-hearts and like...
Yeah,
other
that's when you have
character-
characters walk and talk.
Yeah.
Like, a cool fight scene, here and there. And like, even like when you watch the compilations of the cutscenes, it's like, yeah, it's a little jarring to be like, we'll go save Juju, and then the next cutscene, they're at Juju. And it's like, but that is easily fixable, because, like, you could just come up with a problem, like, how are we going to get through this tunnel? It's crazy, and then you could have, like, an action set piece, or, like, a comedy bit, and then now it's time for the story. And it already has godlike music, and godlike voice acting. You just need to animate it. You just swap out the models, and just draw it. That's another reason why I'm like, it's also, like, the game is already so good, does it need, like,
Well, it's not about, like, need, it's just cool to
It'd
have
be
a different
cool.
medium,
It'd be
yeah.
cool to like turn it on and be like, oh, it's this episode.
Yeah, like FMA is already an amazing manga.
That's
so
true.
It has a good anime.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's true. So like, I would like an anime, not live action though, because like every part of me would be like, that's just not them.
I think we need a live action musical like how Kiseki had.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I want to see him try to do Metal Face.
Jack, are you ready for one of us to eventually have to sit through that?
I'll watch it with you guys. I don't know what's going on, but I'll watch it.
We're gonna have subtitles. All I know is Brandon is just gonna be like, just super happy we're doing it.
He's going to be elated.
You got anything else, Neil, or?
I feel like I can't. I don't have any other really, really good stuff. I don't think.
I have another one.
Okay, what you got?
The Fire Emblem anime.
Ooh.
You can do like different games.
Godlike. Oh my god.
And like I've thought about this before. I was like, you can pick like, because Fire Emblem games have like too many characters for an anime. Like some of them are just going to have to be like offhand mentions.
No. You just make it My Hero levels of big, where it's just like too
My
much to
Hero's
follow.
not
Okay, wait. You have Class 1A,
That's true. And then,
which is 20 people. You have Class 1B, which is another 20 people.
Yeah, but
Hold on. You have people from a different school now.
that's also true.
You have the villains.
I hate
You have the mentors, the top 10 or whatever.
It's all true.
And the whole thing,
All
you have
fine.
other heroes beyond that. You have the teachers. The principal.
I mean, okay, but like most of those characters are like main characters, right? Like let's not get like
The
of
class.
course shows
Okay,
will have
fine.
A lot of sub
Class
characters.
1A has 20 people.
That is true. That is a mistake.
21 if you want to count the guy from the Olympic Games
Right.
arc or whatever it was in season
Yeah.
2 that has the potential of joining one of the classes.
That's not your problem. See, that's the thing. See, that's like you watch Naruto, right? Team 7, 3 characters, not 23, because like they know what you're.
You have Team 7, Team 8,
Yeah,
and
but, like,
Team
those
10.
are all like main.
Oh,
characters. Those are main
and whatever
characters.
team
I'm talking about the main characters.
and you have Rock Lee and
Talking about the main
team.
characters.
they are main characters.
They're not main
They are
characters,
main
they're supporting
characters.
I would say they're
No,
main
they're not.
side characters. Like as in like side characters that are important, but like they are not main characters.
Well, when your main fucking character is an emotionless man that runs away.
I would call him emotionless. The whole reason he runs away is because he has emotions. But like, you know.
Well, he becomes an emotionless tool
It
like
just-
after that.
I love how we went from Fire Emblem to Hero right
Yeah,
to Naruto.
we're gonna go back to Fire Emblem. Go back to Fire Emblem. We're done with this.
Sasuke
Alright.
is just a terribly written
He
character.
is. He's absolutely horribly written.
Because
I concur.
because once Itachi gets into his head everything that happened, he should have just sided with the Leaf anyways.
Yeah, like, cause yeah, the problem is like when he leaves and stuff. It's like I get that he doesn't like he's mad and shit, but like it just doesn't feel like a good enough of a reason for him to just want to leave like that. Like, cause the whole
I want to get stronger.
yeah, cause like
I can make you stronger.
Yeah, 'cause
Hey fam.
Because like in the beginning, it seems like his arc is supposed to be him like starting to like love the people around him and like get friends and stuff. But then he just does that. It's like why? I don't understand. Then it seemed like that's not where his character was going, and suddenly he just takes a turn. Like,
But the fight,
What's going
I do
on?
have to say though, the destinations because Naruto isn't a show about journeys. It's a show about the small destinations around it. The destinations known as the Sound 4 are the fights against Sound 4 are amazing.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
my.
back to Fire.
No,
We're going
dude,
back to Fire
the
Emblem. We can do
Choji,
this.
the Choji fight is so good. You cannot tell me otherwise.
I agree with you, but we're going back to Fire Emblem.
Ugh. Anyways, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I don't.
So good.
I think so. For Fire Emblem, I thought about it, and I was
I
like,
thought you were gonna see my Naruto. I was like, oh goddamn it.
think about Naruto. The thing about Sakura.
The thing about Sakura is that she's an irrelevant character because people didn't know how to write women in the late 90s.
We're not doing this right now. Anyway.
So
Anyways.
I was like, okay, the obvious one, but also not obvious one to make an anime about is Three Houses.
I mean,
I
yeah.
think it's popular,
Isn't it?
but you have to pick a route then.
Yeah, she has a story. I mean, Black Eagle.
Wait, I thought of it. You could have a different route for each season.
That's
Or
lame.
you could do you could do what you do with
No.
Fate. You have
no,
No.
no.
Why
We
would
are
you want-
never.
The world does not need any more than one Fate. Even that is too many to some
Fate
people,
already has
okay?
too much of it.
Yeah.
Also,
And by the way,
disagree.
that the only one it needs is Fate Zero.
That's true.
by the way,
It's
None
so
of the other
good.
ones are as good.
There's-
And that shit wasn't even a game. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. You're good.
That's just a light novel.
That show was
On-
so good.
On Trash Taste, on their hentai episode, they talked about one of the hentais. It was based off a visual novel, and each episode is a different route in it. So I don't know, man. I can't have anything remind me of that. I can't watch Fire Emblem and be like, it's like that one hentai where each episode is an AU.
Well, there are anime that do that though. Like there's one anime called.
I know, but the hentai thing has rotted my brain. So I'm thinking like, all right, so we can't do 3 houses. So you have to pick a route. And according to IS, no one played. They didn't think anyone was going to play more than 1.
Right.
So they wouldn't do that because they're like, we can't hurt the other people's feelings.
Well, but I feel like you can incorporate the story elements and like characters of the other arcs into the.
That's
into the
true.
other-
I got it.
into the one.
This is how you don't hurt anybody else's feelings. You go with the church route.
Actually, I have an answer about what the best route to adapt is.
I
The
think
best 2. It's Golden Deer
Yeah.
or Crimson Flower. Because you will get the same thing from Blue Lines, you will get the same thing from Church Route as you get from Claude's Route, and you do Edelgard's Route because it's the fucky-wucky different one. But, so anyway, I was like, alright, so which Fire Emblem game...
Well, Golden Deer is the most finished.
Yes.
So you
It's
can
also
do that
tied
one.
for the longest in Blue Lions. Blue Lions is like simple, like, traditional Fire Emblem.
Alright.
Go after
Alright, I'm
Edelgard.
sorry, but just real quick, but like, if they thought that people were only gonna play one route,
They are on record
Then-
saying that.
then like,
Why make 4 routes?
not just
This is-
that. Forget that.
this
But
is
why
the
is there
same-
like key like plot and shit in
Hold
other
on.
arcs? Like everything should just be in every arc.
Hold on.
Because they didn't think you
This
play
is
it.
the same.
But no, but
I think they thought that people would tell it to each other.
that's so.
And
that's
then you'd be
the
like,
dumbest
oh,
thing.
that's how the story works. Instead
That
of being like,
cannot
all right,
be.
I heard Edelgard's perspective, Dimitri time.
Oh my god, that can't.
Okay.
That's too dumb. That's too dumb.
This is the same company that thought changing the way that Paper Mario was done was a good idea.
This is also the same company that
That ruined
Fire
the whole
Emblem
series,
1.
the whole franchise. But go on. What?
But wouldn't this is the same company that localized Marth's remake, but did not localize the sequel to said remake?
That's true.
But so I was like, all right, you can do Awakening.
Twice.
Well, Awakening would be good.
Yeah, like Awakening's good. Like that one's pretty safe, but I'm like Awakening's cool. I think it's a pretty I think it's a mid story with a good central cast. Like I don't really like the side cast in Awakening. We go to GBA.
Oh.
Were you thinking Ike's games?
No, I was thinking.
I was thinking
Oh.
Ice Games.
I was thinking Echoes.
Echoes is good, but I wanted to go to GBA because I'm like,
GB doesn't have story though. It's like how would
yeah, it does.
Not really.
Well, no,
Like,
that's why you
nothing-
can make story
that's
out of
true.
it.
That's true.
You can and think about it. You tighten up the cast. Like think of a leap. You can do Blazing Sword. Lin, Hector, Eliwood. 3 main characters right there. Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke.
Wait, hold on.
Except no one is Sasuke or Naruto or what's her name again? Sakura.
I was not
No, 'cause,
gonna.
like, here's-
By the way, I don't know if you weren't gonna do this. I was not gonna tell him the name. I was gonna let him just
I was
wait.
this close to saying Hinata.
I would have loved you for that.
Like,
That's great.
Like the thing is like why I think it wouldn't work, right? Is because like outside of those 3 characters, right? Like most of the other characters don't have like anything. Like,
That's true.
right? Whereas like in something like in like
Echoes.
or even like Awakening, right? Like those characters
That's
have their
true.
own like.
I didn't give them much merit. That's true.
Yeah, because I think especially Echoes is good because all of the characters have their own thing.
plot relevance.
Yeah,
Dude, Echoes would be so cool.
because it's a smaller cast. I think that'd be like
And
really
it's,
good.
it's a really good love story, and you can go back and forth
Yeah.
between Alm and Celica like the game does.
Exactly. So
Damn, man, you changed
So-
my mind. Echoes is low-key the best Fire Emblem
right,
game.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
it really
bro.
is.
It is. If the maps were better, I swear it'd be the best.
It would
one
be the best
ever.
one.
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
gonna-
good. The story's so good.
I'm gonna out you guys really quick.
Okay.
I know. I used to hate Echoes.
I was gonna say, like, when I first met you guys, like 5 years ago, you guys said, "Oh, it's a shit game."
Well, not me.
No, it's just
I-
me.
It was just.
Well, you were
to make that
indifferent.
clear. Yeah, I had not played like.
Do you know people have a problem with Alm and Echoes? They think he's not war hungry enough. He's
Why
like-
would
that's not
he
his
be?
character.
apparently in the original game, he's like, people are like he's a warmonger in the original game. It's like
All right, then go play the original game.
he's determined because
yeah,
they're like
this is better.
they're like at one point they're like they were retreating and Alm's like, well then we fucking chase them into their
Yeah.
country, and it's like he does that in this game.
Also, like I feel like maybe it could have just been like a poor translation, made it seem like he's
I
more
also-
aggressive than he really is.
I was
you know?
thinking Ice Games though.
I think
Hellius has a good story.
Yeah.
Like it's because it's a civil war about racism, and Ike has a really good connection to the central villain.
I don't know why, but that just made me think of Racist Toadsworth again.
Racist sword.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, genealogy would be good too.
Now
'Cause,
that
like
would
they
be
say that's the best story, and then you can do
Yeah.
season 2 as their
oh my,
kids.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that's the one.
Epic.
That's so good. That'd be so.
And
cool.
then
you
you
can
get
watch
in-
Sigurd catch on
Yeah.
fire animated.
All right.
So yeah,
That's it.
Fire Emblem
Yeah.
anime,
Fire
and then you can
Emblem.
kill some of the like not
Heroes.
Lord characters
Pretty cool.
and really make it matter. Like you can lose like fucking in Echoes. Like what if Lucas dies?
I mean, you could.
And remember,
die.
Lucas advocates for Alm.
Yeah.
And remember, like at one point, Clive is like not so sure about Alm,
Mhm.
and that's emotional tension. The guy who's advocating for Alm dies, and now Clive is left to his own devices, and he has to think for himself if Alm is right.
And like Alm has to prove himself. Like,
Which
this
is
why
funny
I'm
because
awesome.
Alm has no reason to like. Alm does not do anything to make Clive second guess him. Clive just does it because the narrative needs him to.
Well, it's because like I think he doesn't like trust him because he's not like someone of like military background or anything. He's just
Yeah.
like some kid, right?
And then like Alm single-handedly takes down fucking
yeah.
what's the Duma land called again? It's Zofia and Duma.
The land of Zofia.
Why I think like Echoes is because it has such a small, tight cast.
Yeah.
that, like they could all just be their own characters.
Wait,
Like,
don't
it's
they?
So good.
Wait, aren't
That's
there
like-
characters from Ike's game or like
Marth's game.
no from Marth's game?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's in the same.
The Pegasus sisters.
Yeah, and one other
Well-
character. It's I think his name. I think it's Zeke. Because he has amnesia and he falls in love with Titania, and he is the guy from Marth's game, and she looks just like the woman he had an unrequited love for on Arcanea.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's literally, he's like, I
That's
just washed up on the shore one day and Titania saved me. And it's like, he literally traded in one girl for the other and just doesn't remember who he is.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, if you watch like
And
Echo
also
supports,
Pegasus Trio.
Echo supports are like top tier.
They are
They're
amazing.
so fucking
They're
good.
godlike.
They're so good.
Also, did you know Raya is voiced by May in Echoes?
Interesting.
And
Really?
Bowie is Dimitri.
Oh my god, I did. Oh my god, now I hear it. Oh
Powered,
my god.
like, right? Like the
That's-
fucking
oh my-
power.
Yeah.
They keep it close. Also, Dimitri voices
That's
like
cool.
I think he voices Quan in the Juggirl saga or the Juggirl game, so 4 and 5. And so when Altena,
You mean like in Heroes?
yeah, in
Okay,
Heroes.
so it's like-
So when Altena got like in Heroes, Chris Hackney and then the voice actor for Altena's mom were tweeted. They're like, "We're so proud of you," because they all know each other. What else? Josiah is a character in
Yeah.
FE4.
Mm.
It's JMK, I think.
Yeah, like Nintendo likes to use a lot of the same voice actors for like different, like a bunch of different roles.
Also, real quick, in the the Fire Emblem 30th anniversary, they had Phoenix, the like mustache owl from Heroes, interview people. And if you know, he's voiced by Hector, by Patrick Zeitz.
Owl?
Yeah, like not the girl.
Yeah, yeah.
That
I
one's
know that.
voiced by Morgana.
Right. Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah. I know that.
Sophis.
Yeah.
But yeah, Phoenix is voiced by Patrick Zeitz. And what's really cool is, did you know he was a voice director, I think, for Heroes and Three Houses?
Really?
And what's interesting
Yeah.
is on that interview, they were like, and Patrick Zeitz, the voice of Hector. One problem, the person conducting the interview is Phoenix, voiced by Patrick Zeitz. So in the opening, he's like, Hector, he's like, Patrick, he's like, you always seem to be on my mind. And he's like, I'm glad you said that, Phoenix. He's like, you feel very near and dear to me.
That's so
funny.
But it's
funny.
cool because like he is a voice director and he
Yeah.
directs the cast, and
That's awesome.
like, dude, literally Hector's voice actor exudes Chad energy. Like he looks like their dad.
yeah, he's actually really cool. Like he also voices Ragnar from Blade Blue.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool guy.
And then I forget which voice actor they had. It was like the first one they had on. He was doing a Martha impression, or not Martha, Hector impression. They had Roy. They also had Seliph, who's Ignatz in Three Houses.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right? Fucking the repertoire on these people. And they had Sophis as voice actor. And they asked her, they're like, who's one of your favorite, like, characters? She's like, this is gonna sound bad coming from Raya. She's, but I love Edelgard. And
Yeah.
Phoenix was like, really? And he was like, Raya does
Good
not...
taste.
He's like, Raya does not seem like an approachable person. And he's like, you're the exact opposite. He's like, it's kind of scary that you voice Raya. She's like, you saying I'm not approachable, Phoenix? He's like, no. He's like, there it is. There's Raya. It was just a really funny interview. Anyway, Fire Emblem anime.
Fire.
Specifically Echoes.
So I'm gonna go down my list of things that I
He has
have
a
fun
list.
with.
Oh.
No, I'm just going. Well, I have a bunch of I have my list of games I've beaten, so I just wanted to.
Oh, really quick.
Yeah.
I want a slice of life of Nier.
Slice of life.
Yeah, I want
Nice.
after the pods rebuilt them just like hang out, like have tea parties. They go shopping.
Bro, I have a
How do we know that?
I have another random question. Did you guys know what Doujins are?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, well,
Just go with that.
Doujins are basically, they're usually like manga, but like they're made by fans,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Sometimes they're sexual, but not, they don't have
Yeah.
to be.
A lot of the times
Right.
they're just like
Yeah.
cutesy comics.
So I'm just like, thoughts. Like, do you guys
You know,
like
Oda
that?
low
Would you
key
read
said
those?
that he. Wait, hold on.
Huh?
You know that Oda low key said that he's masturbated to the ones of Nami.
I find
I'm
it
reading One
difficult
Piece tomorrow if this man admitted he whacks off to his
to
own
find that very
characters.
difficult to believe. My man's a grown ass man.
I have to find it.
Yeah,
but-
please find it. I need a
Cited
reputable
source.
source. Yeah.
Well, he said
need a works cited page.
says he's okay with people using
That
them for
doesn't mean he
hentai.
jacked off to it. That's not.
If anything, the one person we can say probably jacked off to their own character is probably Yoko Taro.
Yes,
He did
that-
ask for pictures of
he did.
2B's.
I would believe
And they
that.
sent him like, what did they send him? Like a 2,000 picture
He
file.
was like 2 terabyte file of pictures.
Yeah, and he tweeted out, he's like, oh my god. He's like, I did not think this many people drew this many pictures.
All right. So what were you gonna say, Neil?
No, I
What
was
about
ju-
Doujins?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I was
Doujins?
like just thoughts. Like, would you read those? Like, are you down?
I
like
would-
something you like? Like, oh, I'd read a doujin.
I wouldn't
No.
actively search it.
But like, if you found one,
If
like,
I was like scrolling through iFunny and I found like a wholesome one, and it was really like
Yeah, it
tugging
was
at
good.
real heartstrings, I would go look that one. up.
yeah,
If it was just the straw
'Cause
hats
I
on the
recently,
ship,
oh,
I think I'd be good
yeah.
with that.
Recently, I found a Rina Lisa one, and I was like, "This is good. This is good. It's just wholesome. It's good."
It's wholesome.
mad
They're
good.
gonna fuck.
There was a slightly lewd one from Nier. Like it wasn't anything crazy. It was just like it was like a box. And 2B's like, oh, 9S ordered me like the shirt he said he wanted to buy me. And it's like super short. It like barely goes past her stomach. And she goes, it's kind of short. And then Pod 042 goes, hypothesis, the length of the shirt was on purpose. And she's like, yeah, I kind of think so.
Here's okay, because I hate seeing like images or fan art of like characters I like being looted.
It's
I
like,
hate that.
That
shit.
is my child.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, stop. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see this character in
I
this
think
situation.
we've talked
No.
about this before. I think we have, if not just Neil and I. If I like a character too much, I can't see them sexually.
See, same.
Even
same.
if they're
I
like
cannot.
god tier hot level,
Yeah.
like God could come down and be like, "This is the hottest woman alive." It'd be like, "Yeah, but man, she has a really sweet moment in chapter 5.
Yeah, it's
I
like
can't anymore."
I can't. Yeah, same.
It's like,
same.
like
It's-
Asuna. Could you do it to
No,
Asuna?
I could
'cause
not.
she's
No.
it's
She-
heartwarming.
yeah.
Yeah, she's hot, but it's
Yeah,
like
but
you see her and you're like, she's such a good person. And you're gonna whack off to like what her getting fucking bent into a croissant.
yeah, like no, thank you.
Ooh, I'm down with. I'm kidding. No, I'm not.
Kyle's like, he's like, I know what I'm looking up later.
Okay. So, should I just? Does anybody else have anything else before I just try to bang out this list of things?
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't think
Okay.
of anything.
First off, Final Fantasy VII Remake is first on here. I do just want to say, I think Final Fantasy would be good in that anime setting that we said.
Yeah.
You know, like each different one, except Boys Trip should be first, kind of like how Part 1 was first. We got the shitty part out of the way so we can move on with our lives. Next one that I have on here is God of War. I think God of War would make a really great live action.
Yeah.
Like how The Witcher was. I think it'd be perfect.
Same. I think that would be a freaking out of the park slam dunk like just live action series that like gets a new season every year.
Yeah. Me too. I think that'd be so good.
I'd watch it.
Phoenix Wright, I think would have a really good anime.
There actually is an anime.
I would prefer to watch it over like every single game is just like text me and me spamming it, and I would rather just do that because I bet it would be really good, or it probably is really good. Horizon Zero Dawn, again, I think that would be a better like IRL show. I think it'd be like really good if you could do the CGI right with the robots.
I think it would be good. I actually recently I think I understand why I'm not a big fan of Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's fair.
is a lot of MTV and CW shows, like, I used to see, like, my mom or, like, my stepmom watch, where, like, it'd be like, welcome to this fantasy world. We've got trees, we've got lack of technology, and hot chicks from 2007. And it's like, why do they look like that? Like, why does she obviously look like she just walked out of, like a Victoria's Secret? And it's like, because we can't market them if they look like a 1500s peasant. But we have a post-apocalyptic there was literally an MTV show. The whole setting was, it was Lord of the Rings if the world went through a nuclear apocalypse.
What the fuck?
The poster of the show was the Space Needle with grass growing on it, and it was tipped over, and it's like, there's elves and magic, and it's Earth. And they're like, we have to go to the ancient forgotten city of San Francisco, and it's like, you just wanted to make a teen drama.
Yeah.
Just make a fucking teen drama. You didn't need to give them pointy ears, and they're like, Sophrena will be able to dabble in the witch's arts, and we will beat the coming onslaughting force. And it's like, bro, this is all set up and no payoff. Fuck already. Like, this setting is unnecessary, and they were horrible. I thought it was gonna be cool, and it was horrible. I watched one episode, and I, no joke, turned my TV off and went to bed. I was like, I could get murdered tonight, and honestly, I would thank them while they did it. I don't have to watch Eternals.
So next, Sonic, I would literally just want X to come back, but like reboot it from like the moment you ruined it, like when it was like Future Chris and like he did all of that stuff. Just literally just reboot it from when you stopped Sonic Adventure 2 like stuff, and do not for the life of you, just come up with original shit. Maybe do the Werehog stuff. I think that could be funny animated. But other than that, do not touch it. Do not make classic Sonic into it. Actually, colors might work. Colors might work too.
Colors would be sick.
Colors would be good.
Space Man.
And maybe you could do 06 right. Maybe.
No.
I think it'd be fun.
There's a human woman in it. It's not.
No. Take out Elise.
Okay.
But you have Silver in there.
Okay.
That's all I want. Just Silver and the Iblis, Trigger, and Mephiles. Do not, for the life of you, put in Elise. That is not what I meant. I just meant the Silver stuff. With Blaze, you introduce Blaze.
Yeah, I love it. Blaze was introduced in Sonic Rush.
Oh, you could also do Rush.
Yeah, Rush would be cool.
Anyways, or you could just do original shit, and you could just have them in there. Be cool. Next up, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I think could be a cool one.
Mystery Dungeon always had like good story to it.
I don't really have anything else on it. I actually don't think Dragon Quest would make a good one.
You don't think so? I mean, it's basically just an anime.
I feel like
it's basic shonen anime.
You can make a pretty normal isekai out of that.
You could. You really
it's
could.
Fantasy shonen anime.
Assassin's Creed, I think, would make a really good show where like each thing is like the different like stuff. But how I would change it is Desmond is literally just like you're having him in the world, and you could have like an overarching along with it, so that way there could be an end.
The Modern Times guy, like the descendant of all the assassins.
Until 3, and then they decided, oh yeah, we're just gonna make the game shitty, and then they decided to do. They have another main character, don't they?
I forget her name. But,
it's a girl.
I have a take about the Assassin's Creed series.
Yes.
I don't think the series as a whole you can rate it higher than a 6 because of everything they do in the modern time.
Sure.
Do you want to know the plot of Assassin's Creed's Modern Time?
Sure.
All right. So what is the dust jacket plot of Assassin's Creed? Like the outsider looking in description. Like what would the back of the book say?
It'd probably just be like assassin kills bad guys to make the world a better place.
X time period.
In X time
right?
period, yeah.
Well, the lore in modern day Assassin's Creed, like when you do an important mission and then it like zooms back into modern time, is that the world is ending, that the sun is actually going to burn the earth, and the Templars and the Assassins have been fighting at war forever, and the remnants of the Assassins are finding something called Eden artifacts. These artifacts are from an alien fucking race that enslaved humans, and they created them as a slave race, but some of them got strong, and that's where Adam and Eve come from. They're the first liberators of the slave race, and that these items used in a certain conjuncture can create an electromagnetic field that will save the world from the heat radiation that will come its way. That is literally the plot to the first 3 games.
That's why everything happens. That's why you go into the past, to find where these artifacts are to save the world.
Really?
That's why you go. Yeah, because they're like, oh, did you know Altair ran into an item of Eden? We have to find, and it's like, oh, yeah,
Why did
in
no one
like
talk about
1400, because it's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because
but,
they'd be like, oh, in 1400, Altair found a ring, so we have to find out where that ring is, and it's like, oh, Altair died in like Aruba, and the ring was on. Literally, Assassin's Creed 3. The only reason they're following Connor is they're like, where is the Apple of Eden?
Right. That's insane.
It's buried with Connor's adoptive dad.
My phone is.
My
My phone is in your car. No, you don't have to get it.
You sure?
Yeah. I can wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we're kind of like gonna run it quick. So I just wanted to like
Yeah, okay.
quick pace. Yeah. Halo.
That'd be a good series.
I think IRL, like kind of like Mando.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I feel like
Doom the same way.
I don't know about Doom.
Well, I feel like Doom.
All he does is kill things. Like that's not
Like,
a show.
Doom has a plot,
That's
but it's like
We should have a Doom anime like Berserk.
I feel like Doom's
That-
plot is there to like
Yeah, give some
to
credit
give context to
Berserk.
what you're
That's-
doing.
You can't
Doom would make
compare
a great OVA.
I think Doom would just make a really good like fan animation. Like,
It
look
could
at
be a
this.
10-minute like
Yes.
showcase of good animation. Call it a day.
Tech demo.
Tech demo, yeah. Please.
I don't want to see anything from Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, one does.
Ghost of Tsushima, I think, would make a great IRL show.
It'd be a good show, yeah.
Um,
Basically a movie.
I'm not gonna go with Persona because we all know about Persona.
They also already have an anime.
I would love to see something with Cal Ketsis at some point.
I mean, but at that point, it's like Star Wars already like dips its hands into so many other like versions of like media. It's like it'd be cool to see Cal in live action, but I don't want all of Fallen Order live action. I just want to see Cal.
And we should have a Splatoon isekai, but that's it. That's all I got.
Splatoon Isekai.
Wait, how would it be an isekai?
You
Someone
that
gets
time I got
transported.
reincarnated as a squid.
The time I got reincarnated as a squid and a kid.
Also, its plot is low key like
Bro.
way better than
Okay.
it has any right to be.
Okay, listen.
That's kind of true.
I swear to God, something Fire Emblem is constantly trending. It's Byleth or like Corrin or
Who's trending
Lucina or
now?
3 houses or 3. It's insane. There's nothing Fire Emblem happening right now. I don't get it. I don't. Why are people constantly
Fire
talking
Emblem
about
fans
it?
are just horny on main, man.
Dude, but it's because it's people who like Fire Emblem, people who hate Fire Emblem. It's just like
They feed off each other.
honestly,
Because if you
it's
like
so
it too much,
funny.
people come to bring the
Yeah.
fun, and if you hate on it too much, people come to shit on you. Be like, you like Fire Emblem, don't you? We love Fire Emblem.
Anyways, that's all I got. I thought this was a cool concept, which ended up turning into tangents.
Yeah, we.
And
Like
Smash Bros.
Legends.
fan fiction.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time on the
That
Smash
and
Bros.
the Pokemon thing, that was fun.
That was a lot of
That
fun.
was a
If
highlight.
you guys have any Smash Bros. fanfics, leave them in the
I'm
comments
gonna write
below.
mine when I go home.
Yeah, we're gonna trade them.
We're gonna
Alright.
trade them. We're gonna
Alright.
edit for each other. We should all be like writers, like you know how like some like comics have like a rotating cast of writers.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should all. You ever done this thing? It's like we each write a chapter, and then the next person writes another chapter, and then it just goes back and forth, and we fill up a notebook writing chapters of a Smash Bros. Fan fiction.
Ooh,
It'd be the most incomprehensible thing in the world.
it would. Anyways, if you guys have enjoyed, leave a comment down below, and I don't know what else to say. Goodbye.
Adios.